Before we get started, we'd like to thank Merchants Bonding Company for sponsoring this episode of Let's Get Surety. Merchants Bonding Company is the largest surety-focused company in the United States. If you want a common-sense surety approach, ease of doing business, and a first-class experience, see what Merchants Surety experts can do for you. To learn more, go to merchantsbonding.com. Now, on to our show.
You're listening to Let's Get Surety. Let me hear your bonding talk with Kat Shamapande.
Hey everyone, it's Kat Shamapande. Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of Let's Get Surety. It's the new year and we're excited to be kicking off another year of Let's Get Surety podcasts. So for this episode today, I have with me my co-host, Mark McCallum, CEO of NASBP. Hey Mark, thanks for being on.
Thanks, Kat. Welcome to 2024.
It's exciting to be here. I'm excited about this episode too. We're going to be talking about NASBP membership.
Pretty exciting.
It is. It's an exciting topic, and membership renewals are out there right now. So this is a great reminder to go ahead and get your membership renewed. To kick off this topic and talk more about NASBP membership, we've got a great lineup of guests today. We have Brad Babcock, owner of Babcock Solutions and chair of NASBP's membership committee. Hey, Brad, thanks for being on.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for inviting me.
We also have Nicole Campbell, CEO of Parrot Surety Services and vice chair of NASBP's membership committee. Hey, Nicole, thanks for being on.
Hey, Kat. Thanks for having me.
I know you're an avid listener, Nicole, so it must be exciting to be on the other side of the microphone.
Yes, it is. Very exciting day.
Awesome. So we also have with us today Jennifer Morales, underwriting consultant, surety specialty with Intact Insurance Surety Group. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for being on.
Hi, Kat. Hi, Mark. Thank you for allowing me to ring in the new year with you all.
We're glad to have you guys all here. So before we dive into talking about membership itself, I'd just like to learn a little bit more about each of you. Brad, could you start us off and just tell us a little bit about yourself and about Babcock Solutions?
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. Brad Babcock, grew up in Wisconsin, stumbled into the surety industry in 1989 by visiting a friend at AIG. And next thing you know, that Monday morning, I showed up and I was an employee at AIG. Spent about 18 years on the underwriting side, and then I flipped over to the agency side. I've been on the agency side for almost 16 years, and owning Babcock Solutions started that in 2012, and we're still here today.
That's awesome. Nicole, can you tell us about yourself and about Parrot Surety Services?
Yep, my name is Nicole Campbell. I'm based in Nashville, Tennessee. I have been in the surety industry essentially my whole life. NASBP has been my family vacations for many years, but I officially started working in surety when I was 16 years old and spent 16 years on the underwriting side. And then 2 years ago, I recruited my husband into the surety industry, lucky for him, and we started our own agency. So it's been great.
That's awesome. So Jennifer, how about you? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Intact Insurance Surety Group?
Yes, absolutely, Kat. So basically, I actually not only stumbled, but I made the crossover from insurance to surety in 2006 when I moved from New York to Florida, and my commute on the insurance side was too much to bear. So I discovered a passion for surety via the subrogation department, which is a very unusual way to start surety.
Yeah, that's funny. I think that's the first time I've heard of someone coming into surety through subrogation.
Yes, absolutely. And let me tell you something. I think that was the best way to enter surety because I learned a lot of what to see on the other side.
That's terrific. Since we're going to be talking about membership today, I just wanted to ask each of you if you could tell us a little bit about why you joined NASBP as a member and why you find that membership to be important before we talk more about the different types of membership and so on. Brad, why did you join NASBP?
Oh boy, it goes back 28 years ago when I got my first exposure at NASBP. Our company believed in doing business with NASBP agents back then, and we got to go to the national and the regional meetings back then. It was a great experience, and when I became an agent, the agency I joined to begin with was a member of NASBP. I encouraged involvement with NASBP. sat in many chairs, a couple of different chairs besides chair of the membership committee over the years, regional VP, directors at large. Really enjoyed the involvement and just getting to know the people involved in NASBP and the other surety professionals across the country.
That's terrific. Nicole, how about you? How did you get involved with NASBP?
My first involvement with NASBP was Surety School Level 1. I have now been to Surety School Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and also the sales training. There is also Commercial Surety School. But yeah, it's been great because I have been essentially with the same cohort of people through Level 1, 2, and 3. And so those are the people that I look forward to seeing at all of the NASBP events and just watching our careers mature together. So it's been awesome seeing that.
That's terrific. How about you, Jen? How did you get involved with NASBP?
Thank you. I actually have started working at Intact Insurance Specialty Solutions, which is number 6 largest provider of surety bonds in North America. And to be quite honest, I've been very fortunate to work with a company that supports ongoing education and professional development, such as Intact. That was although I worked in the surety realm for a very long time, the first introduction of active participation was while joining Intact this past summer. So to be frank with you, it's the best thing that I think that any affiliate could do for their employees is to really invest in their workforce and talent and just allowing folks to, as Nicole say, meet their circle of people, their cohort that they can usually lean on.
And Brad and Nicole, you both run your own agencies. How do you encourage your other staff to become more involved in NASBP beyond just yourselves, who are both very actively involved?
We definitely encourage and we send staff to Bond School 1. We've had really good opportunity to educate our folks through Bond School 1. Myself also have gone to leadership training and go way back to when Level 3 was bid. I think it was become a contractor for a day, and we had to do bid scenarios and actually put a bid in. It was the original Level 3 NASBP education process. But we enjoy the NASBP Smart Briefs and the information we get. The seminars, we use those as educational tools, not only for our current staff, but also for our clients. It's just been a great breadth of tools to use to encourage our clients as well as our staff to engage in the surety industry.
That's terrific. Nicole, how about you?
Yeah, same here. We encourage all of our employees to attend Surety School as well as the meetings, both annual and regional, because that just helps them stay abreast of all of the new legislation, regulations happening, and just trends within the industry and where the market stands and things that we need to be looking out for and keeping an eye on for our clients as well.
That's terrific. So to dive more into talking about the different types of NASBP membership, Brad and Nicole, you're both members, and Jen, you're an affiliate member. And there's also 2 other types of membership, I believe, as well. Brad, do you want to talk about being a member of NASBP and who would qualify to be a member and why they should consider that if they're not currently a member?
Oh, so those two other memberships are the associate member, which are professionals related to the surety industry. And then the newest membership is our retired surety professionals membership. And we're excited that we've got a few people already signed up for that and encourage that in 2024. As we get into this new year, we'll have several others interested in participating in that. Membership, I'm a member, obviously been a member ever since I've been on the agency side, about 16 years as a member. Thoroughly enjoy it. I guess the biggest thing that membership brings to me is the connection. We're a small surety operation based in Wisconsin. We handle large contractors that have a national reach, and it gives me the opportunity to connect with other surety professionals throughout the country. And if I have a question in California, New Mexico, Florida, I can reach out to my friends that are surety partners out there through NASBP, and they can solve any issue I may have, or they're more than happy to put down what they've got going on to help me with my problems. So it's been a great tool for us to look bigger than we are from a national perspective.
Nicole, do you see the same benefits to being a member, or are there other benefits that you're seeing as well?
Yeah, I was going to echo what Brad said just about being able to call on your network of other industry professionals at any time to get more insight. There's so many nuances within the surety industry that it's impossible for one person to know all of them. So it's best to be able to rely on your network when those questions come up and give somebody a ring. And all of the other NASBP members, whether they're associates or affiliates or whatever it may be, are always just happy to help.
Nice.
And Jennifer, you're an affiliate member. You mentioned how valuable it is for affiliate members. Can you expand on that a little bit and tell us what value for an affiliate member of NASBP in their membership?
Yes, absolutely. With Intact, we purchase the annual subscription to the NASBP virtual seminars each year. Our group has essentially access to your contact, which is, let me just say, very extensive. And not just that, but we also have access to your blogs, which I have to also give a plug for the recent blog not so long ago. It was 5 Ways AI is Likely to Affect the Construction Industry. That was a really great topic that you all shared. So besides the networking aspect, just your extensive contact that's readily available for us is just a benefit for all members, not just affiliates.
So you all have talked a little bit about education as being the entry point coming in, and then also about the importance of community. What about when you get in situations that maybe you're dealing with an obligee who doesn't understand surety and they're proposing a regulation or something along the lines that may be adverse? Is NASBP a resource for you in that regard? What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I've got several occasions where I've actually been able to use Martha Perkins to write letters to obligees to inform them of the statutes that exist within their own state or within their own municipality. Just reiterating nicely and kindly the statute that exists, and if they have any questions, to reach back out to NASBP, that we could be an educational resource to them as users of our product. So yes, on a regular basis, I bet you Martha writes probably 6 to 7 letters, I know for me, a year on obligees that we run into that just aren't aware or aren't educated on the statutes that exist.
Oh, that's terrific. Nicole, have you had a similar experience?
I was just going to say that NASBP is just great at advocating for the surety industry's interest as a whole for regulatory issues. One thing that NASBP had done in the past is a white paper on resident agent counter signatures. I use that relatively frequently, and just other things such as the impact of inflation on bond penalty amount. The NASBP is just always out there advocating for the best interest of its members and affiliates.
Wow, that's great. Jennifer, I'm sure with Intact, you're dealing with multiple jurisdictions. So where do you go to get more information on those different areas? Is NASBP a resource in that regard?
Yes. So relying on the content that you all share, the current events, also the updates that we get via the pipeline news, just like a little snippet, but it does give us enough to look at it fairly quickly and see, hey, there are some updated changes that we need to address. I'd also like to say that you all do a fantastic job as well as in providing online CE courses. So like for someone like me that has to keep up with their credits, agency credits every 2 years, it's so wonderful to finally have a resource that's surety only and it's not just water mitigation somewhere.
Yeah, that is good. What about in terms of educating clients or prospective clients about the product and the process? We always bemoan the fact that we're unfortunately not as well known as we'd like to be or deserve to be. So you probably come across that. Are there certain tools that you use, Brad, that can be offered by NASBP to help you with the dialogue with clients or potential clients?
That's an excellent question. Just this morning, on Saturday, I got an email from prospective client that was looking to be educated on surety. She called this morning and we went through it briefly, and then I pointed her in the direction of Surety Learn for contractors so that she could reach out, educate herself on her time frame. She's not in immediate need, and then reach back to me to see whether she needs to pursue that route of getting set up for surety credit. So it was a great tool, a link, a quick blurb, and off to her. It is great. The other tool that a lot of my contractors that I signed them up originally and now they sign their other trade contractors up is NASBP Smart Brief. My contractors love reading about how the surety product actually works, how owners are actually utilizing it. Too often we find out that you don't hear about the losses out there and how they're mitigated or how we resolve problems. And Surety Smart Brief does a really good job of bringing out those cases where our surety product actually performs out in the public. Those are two great tools that I use on a regular basis.
So I'll just contextualize that a little bit. So Surety Learn is a learning website, Kat, that people can go to.
Yeah, Surety Learn's a one-stop spot where you can get online education specifically on surety. So there's virtual seminars and on-demand content and resources that you can easily access both as members and non-members, but you do get a significant discount as an NASBP member on that site.
Yeah, and then Smart Brief is an electronic newsletter. And so any individual interested in news about the surety industry and the surety product can get a digital subscription. Nicole, have you used that or recommended that to any clients in your realm?
We use the virtual seminar a lot, sharing those that are the ones that are about contract review, subcontract review and negotiation and things to look out for. That's what we use the most as for our clients is the virtual seminars. And then internally, we use the producer toolkit a lot. Okay. We love the producer toolkit, and they have the application that NASBP has an application on there where you can put your agency branding on there along with the NASBP. So that's a resource that we use often as well.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, and another one that we love is the one that's questions for small contractors, just giving that to our new principals so that they can familiarize themselves with the product. And then there's also other resources such as for architects as well so that they can learn about surety.
Oh, that's great. Jennifer, you talked about virtual seminars in terms of how you use that in Intact. We also talked about just being in front of a community. Could you tell us a little bit about kind of maybe the meeting opportunities for you at Intact, at NASBP events, and what that may mean for your business?
Yes, absolutely. Visibility and just what we try to accomplish is not only visibility with the 5,000 plus professionals that we have in the bonding industry, but as well as awareness from our segment and what we specialize in. We try to do customized solutions, and the only way that you would really know about that after the various acquisitions of Intact, which is our parent Canadian company, would be to be visible and remind folks, hey, we're here. We can offer tailored solutions for you all. My favorite was Commercial Surety School Level 1, not because I was the 2023 MOP Award recipient, but because, again, like Nicole has said, you meet your circle or your pod of people that you can really rely on and lean on in the industry.
Nice.
But you were that MOP winner, Jet.
Yeah.
I was. Honorable mention.
Well, from a member perspective, what do those meetings do for you? The in-person meetings. Brad?
I have to say, to Jennifer's point, it's great that our affiliates come to the meetings and they give us full access to not only the presidents or heads of the operations, their claims department folks, their underwriting department folks, and their regional folks. It's a great opportunity to connect with folks you just don't see in your territory on a regular basis. So we at Babcock Solutions fully utilize that time, especially at the national event, of at least getting a little bit of face time with each one of our markets to spend a little bit of time as a thank you, and also to connect with what's going on in the current environment that they're seeing from a national perspective. We get a little isolated on a little regional perspective and like to hear what's happening nationally.
Right. Is that true for you as well, Nicole?
Yep, it's all about the exchange of ideas between other agents and learning about what's going on in the marketplace, who you can look to for solutions. And yeah.
That's great. And is there a larger community too at some of these meetings? Like, for example, the annual meeting, you've got technology vendors there. You have recently Women in Surety have hosted events, things like that. So is it a broader community there than you ordinarily would experience?
I was thinking earlier today about one of the values of NASBP, and I was just thinking to myself, one of the things I love about attending NASBP events is that I don't have to explain to anybody what a surety bond is.
It's a rare occasion, right?
Yep.
And you also do such a great job of inviting other associations as well. That's another conduit for us in the industry to connect with our contractors and financial planners and such. And I want to also mention that Women in Surety has really been a fantastic add to inviting that subset into the annual and fall conferences.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, we've talked a bit about what the offerings are, but what about opportunities for leadership? Is that present in your membership in NASBP? Anybody want to talk about your experience? I know, Brad, you mentioned some of the roles you've played. So how did you get involved in seeking kind of leadership opportunities in NASBP?
Voluntold, I think, is what it was. Encouraged to participate. And I will tell you, once you start to participate, you just get exposed to a lot more. There's so much there that the committees talk about, and the individual scenarios that have occurred throughout the year, and things that are ongoing from a political standpoint, from a statute standpoint, and all the things that affect our industry, that once you get involved, you're in depth and you become a true professional that is currently knowledgeable about what's going on in the surety industry. I encourage everybody, take the opportunity, get involved in a committee, get involved in the organization, and you will grow your network. You'll grow your knowledge about the surety industry, and it will truly, it rewards you. It rewards you.
So you can seek those opportunities. There's no secret sauce, right? You can go and pursue that. I know, Nicole, you had mentioned you're vice chair of the membership committee. What other committees are there that someone can be engaged with?
There's also Professional Development Committee, Technology Committee, International Surety Committee. Can anybody else help me out on some of the other ones as well?
The Ethics Committee.
Yeah,
the Finance Committee.
Right. Yeah.
Commercial Surety Committee.
Yes.
And I'm also a member of the 5 to 15 committee, which is a great committee, and it is for agents who have been in the industry for 5 to 15 years. So it is for the younger professionals of NASBP, and we're getting ready to start back up a mentorship aspect of the 5 to 15 committee. So there's also lots of really exciting things happening within that community as well, and just a chance to get to better know other younger folks within the industry.
I do have to say, Nicole, the 515 committee, I got to know Manny, who I think is the chair of the 515 committee. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, he
really,
is. Yep.
Really great sitting down at the mid-year meeting and chatting with him about just the opportunity of mentorship. It's this industry, for me, being involved in 30 plus years, has given so much to me that I look forward to potentially being aligned or somehow being able to mentor into the 515 committee. That's a great opportunity for those that have been involved for a while, an opportunity to give back for what we've received for so many years.
We would love to have you as a mentor.
And Jennifer, you're involved with some of the committees as well. Not everyone might realize that an affiliate member can get involved in NASBP's committees. Can you speak more to how you found that involvement in the committees beneficial?
I actually have been invited to sit in a couple. I'm not an official committee member, but I really do appreciate the 515, as Nicole had stated, just the network there of emerging professionals and also professionals that have been in the industry. And to Brad's note there, it would be great to have a mentorship committee really set up from that, even though it works hand in hand, but to be more extensive and inclusive. I also would like to give a nod to the Government Relations Committee, because I don't think that we've really spoke too much about that committee and all that it does in keeping us informed and up to date. I know that there'll be an event coming up within a few weeks for fly-in legislature.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So
in February, the end of February.
Yeah. So we have an annual legislative fly-in that anyone can attend, and that there is no registration fee in 2024. Jennifer, thanks for bringing that up. But I wanted to go back to an important point you made, that anyone can attend any of the committee meetings. You don't have to be a member of a committee. And that's a great way to learn about all the different facets and efforts that are ongoing by the association and its volunteers. I think there is a committee interest form on the website that somebody can fill out if they do want to take their involvement to the next step and join a committee.
You won't regret it.
You guys have talked a lot about the benefits that you found in being an NASBP member. If there's someone listening who has that membership application on their desk, is considering becoming an NASBP member, either renewing or for the first time, what would you say to them, Brad?
I would say the dues is a small amount to pay for the expertise and the outreach that you get within the organization. Just one phone call to New York to solve a state licensing issue for myself and my agency was worth more than the fee I paid for my annual. I would say it's a great experience. If anybody needs to reach out, Nicole or I are available to chat about what membership, continue down that path of what additional things come, or if they have any questions, feel free to reach out to NASP staff or ourselves.
It's terrific. Nicole, is there anything you want to add to that?
I think Brad pretty much covered it, but feel free to reach out if anybody has any questions. Happy to answer or talk to you more about the resources that NASBP has to offer and what we can do for you.
And Jennifer, any others listening, why should they renew or join NASBP?
Sense of community, by far, is one of the immeasurable aspects of being an NASBP affiliate member. The other would be educational resources and just being able to have this extensive network that you can lean on.
It's awesome. You've given us so many benefits and outlined why it's helped you and your organizations to be members of NASBP. So I hope it's not leaving a doubt in any listener's mind as to why they should go ahead and become a member or renew their membership. It was great having all of you on, Brad, Jennifer, Nicole. Hopefully we can have all of you back on again sometime and talk about other types of membership with NASBP as well.
You've been listening to Let's Get Surety, brought to you by the National Association of Surety Bond Producers. For more information about the NASBP and its members, visit nasbp.org.
Before we go, we just wanted to thank Merchants Bonding Company again for their generous support in sponsoring this episode of Let's Get Surety. Merchants Bonding Company is the largest surety-focused company in the United States. If you want a common-sense surety approach, ease of doing business, and a first-class experience, see what Merchants Surety experts can do for you. To learn more, go to merchantsbonding.com.